Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today is going to be another Will I Buy It video. This is a video series inspired by Samantha March, in which every single week, every single Sunday, I talk about my favorite launches, my not so favorite launches. I basically discuss the makeup launches for that week. It is getting quite dark, so I feel like I should stop rambling too much and just get right into the gist of this video. But before I do that, I just want to mention I am posting videos right now every single day on my channel. I post videos daily and it's a lot of work, so I feel like I should credit myself just by telling you guys, just by informing you that I do post daily every now and then, because it's a lot of work, but it's completely worth it and I love doing it. So I'm just gonna get into this video. There's a lot of new items that I have some opinions about, so if you want to check out what I have to say, then of course keep on watching. First up, let's talk about holidays 2018. Lancome is bringing out a new highlighter, and this is in that classic ridiculous rose packaging. Like, this literally looks like a rose and everyone goes crazy over it, everyone goes nuts, and I honestly just thoroughly enjoy looking at how crazy everyone gets over this type of highlighter. It is beautiful, it's amazing. I'm pretty sure it must be a beautiful ornament to put in your little boudoir or makeup collection, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, I can never use that ever. It's just not me, you know. Like, I'm not the type of girl that's gonna be all excited about something like this. So this is a pass for me. Plus it's like $60. It's $60, guys. So yeah, no, this is not something I'm getting. Another thing I'm not getting is a Makeup Forever new palette. I believe it's called Life's a Stage, and this palette has a lot of different shades. I've heard a lot about Makeup Forever eyeshadows and how good they are and how everyone seems to really enjoy them, and I do admit that has tempted me to get some of their shadows before. I've never tried them before, on my eyes at least. I've swatched them, but I think that kind of I don't know if that counts or not. I do have to admit that only a few colors in this palette really do appeal to me. There's a whole array of colors that I find incredibly boring, so this is not something that I visualize myself getting. Also, it's kind of there are lots of shadows in here, and I want to be sure that I'm using each and every single shadow in order to get something, you know what I mean? I don't want to just get a product and not use half of it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's talk about the new e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. They're coming out with an Opposites Attract eyeshadow palette. It's going to be 18 shades for $14. I am not interested in it. And it's basically because it's neutral. That's pretty much the main reason. That's the big reason why I'm not interested in this. And the second reason is I literally have a whole Alex drawer full of neutral palettes. I have my palette collection divided into neutral palettes and colorful palettes. And to be completely honest with you, the neutral palettes drawer rarely gets opened. Okay, so I really don't need to add another palette to that palette drawer because it won't get used. I do love the concept of having a really cohesive, really beautiful palette for such an inexpensive price. This is only $14. So I am curious to see, maybe watch other videos and see how well this palette performs, if it really is good quality. e.l.f., in my experience, has been a little bit hit or miss. Sometimes they come out with really great items, and then sometimes they're kind of But everything that I like from e.l.f., I really like from e.l.f., and I'm interested to see if this is a similar way. So this is another nude palette that I am absolutely positively not gonna get. This is the Huda Beauty nude palette, new nude palette, and this is gonna be $65. It looks pretty. It looks really pretty. It looks, in my opinion, what the Naked 3 should have been. And I understand that the launch dates are completely separate. This palette has obviously been launched a lot later than the Naked 3. But this reminds me, this is a creative, more out there, more interesting version of a Naked 3. That's so random, I know. But this looks like a really pretty palette. It looks really nice. I can see a lot of people really getting excited about this. They have a few pressed glitters in here. The mattes look really pretty as well. However, am I gonna get it? I'll give you a guess. No, I'm not gonna get it. It's just, I don't see myself using this palette. I really don't think that I would use it. Even for the most tame, formal occasion where I would wear like a few neutrals, I wouldn't wear this palette because it's just, it doesn't call to me. Like it doesn't, like, I mean, the only thing I like about this palette, the only thing that I find interesting are maybe like the multi-reflective shades, which the pressed glitters. And like I'm not gonna buy like a $65 palette just for that, you know what I'm saying? So this is a pass for me. Not gonna get it. I have literally gone through so many products in this video already, and I have like no interest in getting any of them. So I guess my wallet is thanking me. Anywho's, let's talk about this new Estee Lauder and Violet collaboration. If you don't follow my Instagram, you should. But a while ago I posted on there like this whole like Instagram story dedicated to one of my favorite makeup artists, and her name is Violet. So this is her doing a collaboration with Estee Lauder, and I am intrigued. I'm excited. I think that there are only just a few shades in each palette that I'm really truly interested in. And I believe that this is going to be quite expensive, so I'm not going to be getting this one. So let's talk about some Morphe. They're coming out with a new 9N eyeshadow palette for the holidays, I believe, and this is a palette that looks intriguing, that looks fun. I don't think I'll be getting this though, just because like literally I feel like I can dupe almost every single shade in this palette just with the Morphe 35M palette right here. I've already done several videos on this palette, so be sure to check those out if you're interested. I will have them up in the cards. But yeah, I can pretty much dupe every single shade in that palette with this palette right here, which I already have. So I will not be getting this palette myself. But moving on, let's talk about Carity. Now, this is actually something that I am eyeing. I don't know if I'll get this or not, because if you saw yesterday's video that I posted, it was basically like this big haul, my birthday present to myself, if you will. But that was a video that that has a lot of makeup in it, and I bought a lot of makeup recently, and I'm not really like necessarily like jumping at getting new makeup so soon when I have spent so much on makeup already. So I'm not gonna get this palette probably, but I am interested. I am eyeing it. Like if someone threw me like a $50 bill, I might get this palette. I don't know how much it is though, but it is really pretty. It is like a warm tone palette, but it's like a fun warm tone palette, and they do have like a few cool tones in there as well. So I don't know. This might be something interesting. Okay, so let's talk about Too Faced. They basically are coming out with this like highlighting product right here. I can't say that I'm that interested. They do look beautiful in the pans. I just don't think I'm interested. Personally, I'm really not interested. I don't think that Too Faced has launched anything in a while that I'm truly intrigued by, and this is just not something that I'm into. Okay, so let's talk about this new collaboration with Belle, Jordan, and Obsession. It's going to be Obsession X Belle, or Obsession and Belle. People get annoyed when people say X. Do you guys get annoyed when I say X? I really don't care either way, but this is going to be a collaboration, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I do follow Belle Jordan, not obsessively, but I do follow her videos, and I do like her content that she puts out. So this is intriguing to me. I don't think I'll be getting this though, because I can pretty much dupe every single shade in here in my collection already, and I am not necessarily like wowed by the color story in general, so I am personally like not interested in this palette. I am so happy for her. I do know that she was working on this for quite some time. She did mention in a few of her vlogs that she was working on some big launches, so I'm happy for her with this, but I'm not going to be getting it myself. So Kat Von D is coming out with a new eyeshadow called Swoon, and this is going to be like a red shade. It's a metallic red, and I'm intrigued. I do have to say I'm intrigued. Okay, I'm kind of like a sucker for a good red eyeshadow. I don't have a lot. I really just have a few. So I'm a sucker for it. Like right now, like this is a shade that I'm really interested in. And I already have like another one of her single eyeshadows, and I absolutely love it. So this might be something that I might get, because I really just it's just a pretty shade, and I kind of like it. Like I can create some looks with this. I can work with this. Physicians Formula is coming out with some liquid lipsticks, and the set is called Color Me Healthy. It features 13 mini healthy lip velvet liquid lipsticks, shades, and one full-size healthy lip transformer. This is something that is going to be $14.99. It looks like a good deal because you do get like a beautiful array of shades for a very inexpensive price. I do think that it's a good idea, but I don't think I'll be getting this myself just because I don't have a need for it, to be honest. I do not have a need for it. I do think that this might be an ideal like Christmas present for someone because it looks very pretty. Like you do have like a wide range of shades. You have something in there for everybody. And who knows, you could even like just split this apart and just give like a little bit of something to like several people in your life. So this looks like a beautiful idea. However, I don't think I'll be getting this myself. So Pat McGrath is coming out with some beautiful palettes and lip products, and as always, they look absolutely stunning. Like Pat McGrath is just one of those brands that I wish I could justify spending for, because Pat McGrath in general, I'm such a fan of her. I was in love with her right when I started doing makeup, right when I started being interested in makeup. I was so interested in her. I was so interested in what she had to say and her products. This is one of those things that I'm tempted to get. Maybe like sometime in the future, I'll be able to get this and justify spending like that, like the Pat McGrath luxury price on something like this. But for now, I'm just admiring from afar, you know, just obsessively admiring. Anyway, let's talk about Fenty Beauty. Now, they're coming out with some loose pigments for holiday. Basically, you can use these metallic pigments for eyes, cheeks, and lips. And the set overall is going to be $99. And you do get 7 shades, I believe. You get 7 shades. I can count, I think. You get 7 shades, and these look absolutely stunning. Okay, I'm tempted. I'm so tempted. It's gonna be like a limited edition though, so that's probably not a good idea. This looks so pretty though. I'm tempted. Like this is something that I'm like, I like. This is going to be a Sigma Beauty Holidays collection. This is called the New Viper Versatile Color Collection. They have an eyeshadow palette and then 2 liquid lipsticks. It looks like everything here is limited edition. The eyeshadow palette itself, I am intrigued by. Of course, do I wish that they could have like removed those 2 brown shades and maybe put in something a little bit more interesting? Yes, but the other shades look absolutely beautiful. That green shade is definitely calling my name. It looks gorgeous, but I don't think I'll be getting this because it is limited edition. So that's the whole thing. I've only made a few exceptions when it comes to buying limited edition items. Only a few. Okay. Usually I don't. Moving on, let's talk about this beautiful palette from this company called Andy Candy Makeup. It's called Andy Candy Makeup, right? This is called the I Love Candy Shadow Palette. This is an indie brand, and it looks so pretty. Like these colors look absolutely beautiful. They look stunning. I love this. It is $35. That's not a bad price. This next launch is from Rude Cosmetics, and this, I like it. Like I really do like it. I'm tempted to get it. I really am. Probably won't, but I'm tempted. I'm tempted. This warm toned eyeshadow palette. Oh my goodness. It looks like fire and the sun basically just birthed an eyeshadow palette that is literally like the eyeshadow palette of my dreams. These are the kinds of warm tones that I am obsessed with. Like I love like these reds. I love these yellows, the orange. I love that. I love that. So this is something that I'm like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh yes, I like you. I like you a lot. This is another warm tone palette that I'm also getting the heebie-jeebies for. Is that a good thing to get? The heebie-jeebies for a palette? The hots. I'm getting the hots for this palette. Yeah, Anya, you're gonna do well in life. This is gonna be the Pumpkin Spice palette by this brand called Peachy Queen, and this is pretty. This is pretty. I don't necessarily get like the glittery black that looks like it's a glittery black. I don't get that, okay? But the other colors, and they look pretty. They do look pretty. Okay, so this is from this brand called Glaminatrix Cosmetics. It's going to be called the Gem Obsession Palette. It's already launched. This reminds me a lot of the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. So, I mean, if you liked the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection, I mean, they probably didn't even copy it, but this really reminds me of that collection. I'm just not, like, super intrigued. I don't think I'll be getting this myself. Like I said, everyone has their own opinions. I don't really have a reason for not getting this, but, like, just looking at it for some reason, I'm not, like, feeling like this is the most amazing thing that I have to get my hands on. You know what I mean? And, I mean, the colors are really nice. So, I don't know, maybe? It's not something that's, like, really just making me, like, feel like, oh my goodness, I want this so bad, you know, so I'm not gonna get it. Moving on, let's talk about GLF Cosmetics. This is another indie brand. They're coming out with, I mean, they have, like, a sneak peek. I just wanted to show you guys a sneak peek because, like, oh my god, that pigmentation. The pigmentation, everybody. It's here. It's present. It's beautiful. It's really pretty. So yeah, I mean, like, I love the green and the yellow. Like, that one is my favorite. That one, my friends, is my favorite. Okay, this is like another Halloween themed palette. This is launching October 13th and it's called the Ofrenda palette. Let's just be clear, like, I am really only interested in maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades from this palette, and all those shades are colorful shades, and the other 4 shades in the palette really not doing much for me, so not really interested. Okay, so let's talk about the new Violet Voss palettes. So they're coming out with 4 small versions of eyeshadow palette. These do look intriguing. I'm interested to see pricing. I don't have it here, but these do look really pretty. I'm particularly interested in, like, the bottom 2. Those look really nice, particularly the one called Fruit Sorbet. That one is a sexy palette. That is a sexy palette that I'm kind of into. Okay, this is something that I'm kind of, like, into. I'm into this, but I know I will not be getting this because I've mentioned several times before that I do not collect makeup. I just want that to be very clear. I don't collect makeup. That's just not what makeup is for me. But if I did collect makeup, I would definitely get all of this. This is the new Mary Poppins Returns and L'Oreal makeup collaboration. I don't even have the pictures of the actual shades here, and I'm still interested because the packaging is just so killer. It's just so beautiful. This is to promote the new movie Mary Poppins Returns. This looks like a pretty nice lipstick range. I don't think I'll be getting this myself though because, like I said, not interested in collecting makeup. This is for makeup collectors, you know, like, and I'm not into that, so I will not be getting this myself because it's not for me. So this is an indie release with Glamlight and Alondra Dressy. This is going to be a new palette and it's launching, I think it's launching Sunday. So it's launching when this goes up. I don't think I am that interested in it myself because it is like, it's like very neutral and very pinky. Like, that's like the main theme of this palette. So that's not something that makes me excited. So I will not be getting this myself. But it's pretty, you know, like, it's a nice palette, just not like something that I'm interested in. This, I just wanted to put this in because I was into this. This is going to be a new singles eyeshadow release from this brand called Glaminatrix Cosmetics. And would you look at those swatches? That's a plane outside. Seriously though, look at those swatches. Don't they speak to you? Like, at least, okay, I love all of them, okay? But like the first 3 are like, I love you so much. That's how it is for me. Those three are absolutely stunning. So pretty, so beautiful. Give them to me now. I love them. Probably will end up getting them. Probably, because they're so like absolutely stunning. This next brand is called NBA Cosmetics. I feel like I've heard of them before. This is going to be a glitter lipstick slash lip toppers. Now, here is my opinion. Okay, they're super cheap. They're like about $7.50 each. Super cheap. Okay, so here's my opinion on a metallic and glittery lips. You notice on my Instagram, I do several of those kinds of lip looks with the metallic lips, and like I like to have fun with it sometimes. But I can tell you that I love the way it looks on camera, okay? But the minute, I repeat, the minute I have taken enough photos, I run to the bathroom and I start scrubbing my lips because they are so, like, it is not comfortable to wear, like, glitter and metallic, like, formulas on your lips. It is not comfortable. I do not like it. The only thing that I like that is actually, like, metallic is, like, my Bite Beauty Prismatic lip gloss. I believe that's a metallic, and I like that lip gloss. I love wearing it. I haven't worn it in a while because, let's just be honest, I was wearing it nonstop for a while, for a long while, and I kind of got sick of it. My hair is just doing all sorts of crazy things today. But yeah, I'm not interested in the metallic lips. I like doing like a little bit of DIY, maybe like putting like a regular lip on and then putting like a little bit of pigment on your lips. But that's just as far as I'll go. Like, I'm just not interested in doing it. Like, I am not interested in this. And then we have a Snow Angels palette, and it's going to be a holiday palette. This looks really pretty. It's from Dose of Colors. I don't think I'll be getting this myself because I kind of like, okay, where is it? I think that the first 3 shades are very similar to these colors from my Dose of Colors Blushing Berries palette. So I will not be getting this myself because like I already feel like I have similar dupes, but I do like this color story a lot. So that is pretty much it for this video. Those were all the new launches for this past week. I'm so proud of myself that I got to finish filming this before this room completely faded into pitch black darkness. But yeah, those were all the new launches for this past week. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.